everyone. Now welcome back to my channel of I have not uploaded a video in a month. I am so sorry. I am back with another video and today I'm doing a tea talk video because why not? So sit down, relax, because this video is going to be very long. It's going to be like an update video. It's going to be me chatting about my experiences with mental health, especially over the past few weeks. It has been really hard for me, and we all experience mental health in such different ways, but I just think it's time to be honest with my subscribers. It's time to sit down and talk about the reality, because I know it's like really hard for me, and I know like a lot of people that know me in person know that I struggle with it or watch my videos. Like, there's a lot to go on about it. Now, many of you know that I did start sixth form a few weeks back. It has been like a total of a month now, I think. But yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this in my GCSE results video, but I'm taking A-levels. I take biology, psychology and history. I haven't dropped or swapped any of my subjects. It has been definitely an experience that I've enjoyed. Like, starting sixth form was going to be really tough for me because I was going into a school that didn't know me at all. So yeah, I had to start with a whole new friendship group. Now, there were people coming from my old school going there, and there was quite a few people, so it wasn't like I knew no one. And I definitely think that was a better thing for me experiencing, because I suffer quite badly with anxiety when it comes to like, I would tend to avoid things more, but I couldn't really avoid this. I guess my glasses are falling off. But yeah, I have definitely like made a new friendship group, and I'm really happy that has happened. Like, making new friends, and like you have the chance to reinvent yourself, you don't have to tell them everything or anything. Like, that is something I've really enjoyed doing that. And like, not many people still know me. Like, they know my name and they know that teachers can't pronounce it, but that's about it. Like, no one knows my past, and that's kind of the good thing. Like, not even really anyone knows that I have a YouTube channel. But hi, if you are from my sixth form, then welcome. Join the club. But I do keep it a secret because of the experiences I've had in the past when it comes to like my old high school. Like, there was a few sort of banter moments, but they weren't really banter for me because I didn't like it. So hopefully it turns out to be such a better experience, and I definitely feel like everyone's settling in, so I feel like no one's gonna be mean, and if they are, then in high school, like, my high school wasn't like the best school to like get GCSE results, only like 40% passed, and I'm going to a school like with like around 70 to 80% passed, so that's a good thing. And it's just, you can just tell it's a better choice that I moved, and like, I had no choice to move. I either went to like the college or a sixth form, and I chose a sixth form, and I'm definitely happy that I did that. So I've fully settled into sixth form now. I have started getting essays because I take history. I'll do a video maybe in the future of my A-level choices in like depth of each subject, but yeah. So, as many of you know, I do experience with mental health quite a bit, and I'm open to it. I am open to people coming to message me. Now, I've quite struggled replying to people lately, and I do apologise for that, because lately I've had to take time for myself. I have to get off my phone and not look at my messages, I guess. And that's something I hate doing, because I love helping people. I love being there for other people, and it's kind of the reasons why I want to take that further and become a nurse and like do it on a day-to-day basis, because I'm not a trained professional. And at the end of the day, if I will openly admit that I can't help you, and I think you need like treatment or like therapy or whatnot, like professional help, I guess, then I will say that, because I can advise you day on day, but it will start to become, I will start repeating myself all the time, and I'm giving you advice that I've been told, and I have been discharged from mental health services. I am trying to fight the system in a way, and it's very, very difficult for me even to get help because one, I don't have anything diagnosed. I'm not allowed to be put on medication because I am like under 18, and it's just very hard because especially when you are borderline like between two services, when it's just like what? And it just sucks because all I want is help, and I've been asking for about 9 months when I was exactly discharged from CAMS, and now 9 months on I'm still trying to get back into the system. But all this waiting is just not doing me any good, or like doing me like any favours for when I actually get treatment, due to the fact that when I get treatment it will not be as effective as it was as soon as like I was discharged from CAMS. Like in a way, if I still had like the treatment 9 months ago, it would worked so much better than it would if it starts like tomorrow, for example. Now I know it won't start, and I don't expect it to start until about at least the new year, and that's quite like, it'll be a full-on year since I haven't had any input from mental health services. I do have like social services involved, but like they're not like trained professionals in mental health. Whatever I recommend is to just distract yourself and be with stuff, do stuff, or be with like stuff that makes you happy, and you'll be like, well, nothing makes me happy. Just think back on when a time you were happy and repeat that. Do and try the little things to make you happy, and continue to do that, and it should brighten your day at least once, which is a good thing because the smallest, slightest bit of happiness could mean a lot. And I suffer, like I get a lot of mental breakdowns recently, like to the point where I've been like crying on a day-to-day basis, and no one knows that, but it's how it's gonna be. And it's quite hard because you just don't know who to tell because they're not professionals, but just telling someone, getting it out there, makes you feel a whole lot better. Even like, don't bottle things up because that isn't a good thing, and that's something I started to do, but made me such a worse of a mess, which isn't good. Moving on. So I was currently in a long distance relationship. I didn't share on YouTube, and the only reason I'm now sharing it is because it is over, in my opinion. I don't like, it ended in like an awful position. Like, I still don't know if it's ended or not, but I'm gonna go it as is because I don't get how someone could ignore someone purposely. Like, open the message, read it, and save the message on Snapchat, but you just don't reply. Like, that makes me feel awful. And there is a certain amount of things that, like, how can you ignore someone? I do not know. I would still respond in like the world's like nicest way because I don't want to come across mean. Like, I probably won't swear in my messages, but at the end of the day, I care about anyone, and anyone, like literally anyone. Even if you are nasty to me, I will still care about you, and I will try to help you in every possible way. Like, I broke into an argument once with someone, and then later that night, they did something that required me to get them medical help because they were struggling, and I still wanted to help them because that's my instinct. I can't speak. Like, it's just really, really hard that sometimes I wish I had like the power to hate someone and never talk to them again, or had the courage to block someone when I know that I should block them. But I can't because I'm such a people pleaser. So if you want to walk all over me, at the end of the day, I would let you do that, and that's something I really, really don't like about myself, and it's really, really hard to change that. Like, I'm starting to hate people and ignore people. Like, hate is a strong word, but I can give you 1,000 chances and you can still be a really, really close friend to me, even though Everyone says you shouldn't have that person in your life. And I think the reasons why I'm like this is because of my own personal experiences. I've had people who leave. I've had people that have treated me awfully, and I don't want to treat them in a bad way or leave them because I know what it's like. And I think it's because of my experiences that's the person who I've become today. And you shouldn't, like, I shouldn't be like this, and I know I shouldn't be like this, but it's really hard to change around. And at the same time, like, be a really, really caring person. It just makes you look like a really nice, good person. Unlike them, like, they know they can hurt you, but they're still going to keep on hurting you. But that makes them look like the bad person. Also, recently, I have been lacking self-confidence. I am still on Slimming World diet, but I've just become in such a mess. Like, my eating has gone out the window. I don't know if it's stress eating, like, I have no control. And I think I find eating, like, really, like, bad food in a way to be like a coping mechanism, and it's one of the coping mechanisms I really, really dislike because I hate putting on weight. I don't want to ever become into like a size 20 of clothes again. Always love yourself and treat yourself in like the nicest way possible. Like, I have developed, like, I didn't really develop, like, they have been going on for some time, is self-harm is a really, really big issue for me, and it's really, really like hard because it is an addiction and it's really, really hard to break out of. It's like I have took it to extreme, but I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just like looking to share with you my like issues and problems. Like, they're out there, and if like, it just shows to people that you're not alone, because I know a lot of people do struggle with self-harm, but I know people out there who do struggle, and it is really hard to break out of an addiction or anything. Like, it's really, really hard, but you've just got to find ways to help yourself. And I find it really, really hard to find ways to help myself because I've been given so many like coping mechanisms, and it's just like, they're not gonna work, because the one thing I'm looking for is someone to talk to, but that's just not gonna happen. And I know mental health, like the NHS is under a lot of stress, that it's underfunded, it's overstretched, so like it's gonna be really hard for the staff and everything. But at the end of the day, it's just like, how long do I have to wait? When will I be given like a long-term help? Because I'm stuck here not seeing myself get better, and I feel like so trapped in a bubble. It's just really, really hard. For anyone struggling out there, please do talk to someone, whether that be a teacher, a friend, even if it's like a stranger. Like, there are like hotlines to call. Like, even if you can't pick up the phone, then that is, I think, like, if you are under the age of 19, I believe, or 18, then go message Childline. Like, just do that. Doing that is a big step, and you should be proud of yourself. Like, stopping yourself from doing the worst in the extreme is, you should be really proud of yourself, and it doesn't feel like it. Like, it just feels like it's probably really frustrating because you're just like, I want to do it, I still want to do it. Like, even though I've stopped myself, you feel like you've messed up and you haven't done everything in your power. But to everyone else, that's a really big step, and you should be like really, really proud of yourself. But it just doesn't feel like that. And I think due to the fact that I have been bullied and I have experienced a lot of stuff, I know from time to time I do see happiness and I do see light. And I think at the moment I have like hit like a wall where I'm like, okay, I think after a while now, after this 2 months of torture, I can see myself feel a bit better now. Like, I can see some happiness for some time. it's just hard to pull yourself up together. And I know you may not think that you're ever gonna get better, but you will. And it does take a lot of time. It can take months, years, and maybe half of your lifetime. But do like follow your dreams, and that's something that I'm never gonna stop doing. Like, I am going to follow my dreams and become the job that I want to do. And yeah, I have met some amazing, incredible people during college. But dealing with mental health on a day-to-day basis is quite hard, and sometimes I have to force myself out of bed. I have to go to school because I don't want to suffer long term. Like, I know this is like short term, and like I'm gonna get A-level results. I'm gonna do the things that like no one else could do. And it is hard. Like, I still passed all my GCSEs despite having really bad mental health from that like period. Like, it was quite, and now it's just such a blur for me to have that mental health. And I have tried to take my own life, and I haven't done that in like over a year and a half now. So it just shows that recovery is slow, but it is possible. Like, I haven't done anything like extreme since, and it will take time, but anyone watching this know that it will slowly, very slowly get better, and it will take many months for me to feel normal. I do hope you did enjoy this video. Remember to and give this video a thumbs up. It is just sort of a random video of what has been happening recently. But yeah, I will see you all later with another video.
Feel it in the sunrise, even in the night time. It's hard to adjust now.